have not been before, and I know some of you have, so just forgive me for a few minutes, we'll run through a few slides on the background to the cooperative and why we set it up. So really it kind of started in 2008, in June 2008, when we were trying to get kids to go to school at the very, very first time from Primary 1. 5-year-old children get to school. And I think the schools were a little bit nervous of supporting it, but we came up with this idea of school cycle train, which seemed to get some sort of traction, pardon the pun, and we managed to get more kids ready to school. But the real tipping point came when, in September, my son Patrick, at age 5, rode the 55 miles to Edinburgh from Glasgow, so the pedal for Scotland at age 5. And I thought that was a seminal moment because what we were trying to say there was, yes, he may be unique, but he isn't special. Any child, given the right training and circumstance, can achieve that from the age of 5. And I think it really, really sets an ambition about what we think about the future for our children and our nation.
And you had parents up in the morning, all wrapped up, helmets on, and off they came to school with their children. There was that quality time that they got to spend with the children. In terms of the education perspective, the impact that that had on these young people arriving at school, they arrived happier, which is always a good start to school. So they arrived smiling and happier, and they arrived ready to learn. Their brains were working on the oxygen, all these things. They arrived, walked in the door, and they were fired up to learn because they'd had a nice and enjoyable start to their day. As well as that, it helped build the school community. Children that maybe had their own friends suddenly found something they had in common with other children. Children who maybe weren't part of a football team or anything else realised that these individual skills they had, riding a bike, could then become something you could do as part of a group or as part of our whole school community. And obviously that went beyond that into other schools in the authority.
We run Sunday cycle schools, and the Sunday cycle schools, I'll let you in on a big secret. All the parents think that we're training the children, but we're actually training the parents. Because it's no use if the children know how to cycle, but the parents won't let them cycle away somewhere on their own. But the parents aren't particularly confident to cycle themselves, so we've got to build that confidence, got to build that capacity in the parents so that they can then take the children out and go cycling.
Fantastic. If you've been involved in the production of the map, as a councillor, please stand up and come forward. If you've been trained by the Cycle Co-op, please stand up and come forward. Up you go. If you've been on a trip to Brussels, I guess what I'm trying to say is, this works because we all cooperate. This works because everybody's got a stake in it. It's a stake for our community, and if we all work together in the 2012, the International Year of Cooperatives, this will continue to work and work well for our communities and be a leader in Scotland, an exemplar that others can follow. So thank you.
My name's Jo Swinson. I'm the Liberal Democrat MP for Eastern Bartonshire. Today has been really inspiring to see all of the great stuff that the Eastern Bartonshire Cycle Co-op have been doing over the last year. I think what's been achieved by Mark and his team, bringing in people across the age range and across the community, is truly excellent. I hope Bishopbriggs can become a 20s plenty town, and I know that the success of this project is about working with the local community, the local council, the Scottish Government, the Westminster Government, and as we even saw, they've taken this message to the European Parliament in Brussels as well. And by everyone working together, we can get more people cycling with all the physical benefits that brings, but also environmental confidence. And we've seen today just what that can manage to do for a community.
The best bit about today was watching all the videos, and I really learned a lot from it.
I liked it when the Auctioneering kids spoke in front of everyone, because then it shows that it wasn't all about the adults and that we get our say as well, and like when we're doing the cycling and stuff.
What I liked about it most is when we cycled down to the cinema, because it was the bestest thing ever, and it was fun going down steep hills.
I liked it when we cycled up. It was quite icy though on the roads and stuff, but I'm glad I didn't cycle on the pavements because that was like really icy.
I liked seeing all the different stuff that's going on in Bishopbriggs, and I liked cycling up.
Yeah, the talkers were quite good, and I learned a wee bit from them too.
I've been excited.
I've been cycling since I was 4 and I really enjoy it.
I've been cycling for about 4 months now.
Yeah, I've been cycling since I was 5.
I really wanted to learn to cycle when I was quite young, but back then we didn't have enough money for a bike, so I learned last year in October, and then I've been cycling ever since.
I've been cycling since I was 6 and I really enjoy it.
I like cycling because it keeps you healthy and fit and stuff.